The Fit2Box Best Boxing Boots of 2023. Hello and welcome to Fit2Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit2Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is my list of 2023, the best boxing boots that are out there. Now, as you know, I do these lists every so often, but my lists are always based on the lists that are on my website, fit2boxchannel.com. So anytime that you look at that list is up to date. It can be now, or it can be June, or September, October, whatever it is, that list is always up to date. So these, every so often I'll put a video on which shows you the current sort of snapshot position of where I'm at. And then of course I'm constantly reviewing different bits of equipment, and then they slot into all of the different lists that I've got on my website. So be sure to check out that website, fit2boxchannel.com. So the last time that I did a list for the best boxing boots was in November 2022, and it just makes sense now, coming towards the end of 2023, that I give you that snapshot of the boots list currently as it stands, because it does change as I get the new reviews through. So let's start off. As I say, I like to call this, it's a top 10 of boots really, but because some of the boots scored jointly, it actually starts at number 5. So you'll understand as I go through. But at joint number 5, I have got the Adams VTrain. Now this was the first boot that I had from Adams Boxing. It's got the thicker sole, and it very much reminded me of the Hyper KO Shield, the Nike Hyper KO Shield, where they had the bigger sole. Of course, that hasn't been on sale for a long time, and this boot I felt was very much similar to that boot in the way that it felt, and also the fact that you could use it outdoors as well as in the ring. So I was really impressed with that. That got 4 Fit2Box stars, and that was the first Adams boot that I had. And of course I have had a few other Adams boots that have all scored highly since, and this list has got quite a few Adams boots in there. I really do like what they do. They're from Mexico, and I think they're looking for any type of boot that you want. The V-Trainer is for those people that want to use the boots outside as well as in on the ring canvas. And then the other boot that is joint with that boot is the Adams Boxing V Pro. That is more of a traditional flat-bottomed boxing boot, okay, I would use this one more for inside the ring as opposed to outside. Very lightweight, and again, Adams Boxing always do a great job when it comes to the styling and the colorways that they choose. So let's go on to joint number 4. Okay, joint number 4, and this, the Nike Tower. Okay, so this, I don't review many wrestling boots. This is a boot that I reviewed, and when I first got hold of it, I wasn't sure whether or not I would get on with this boot. I always think that boxing boots are for boxing and wrestling boots are for wrestling, but in this case, I was really, really impressed with this boot. Now, I love the style of it, firstly. Also, the sole on it is a superb, durable sole, and also a very comfortable boot as well. Put on screen obviously the different colourways that they've come out with, and the more new colourways that come out, I really do think that these are a stylish boot. Yeah, they're a little bit lower, but what I've found with these is if I'm sort of rushing around at home and I need to get to the gym quickly and I need a pair of boots that I can just slip on quickly, then a lot of the time I am reaching for these. Very, very impressed. Joint 4th, these boots, and they are joint 4th with these boots, which are the Everlast Elite. Now, you will know, and you can see from those boots there, that I have used these a tremendous amount, and I've always raved about that sole, that Michelin sole, which is fantastic. I can't tell you how many times I've used these boots, and look at that, the actual rubber sole there is virtually untouched. Then the only thing I would say with these, I think they're a bit dull when it comes to the styling. They've only got sort of the Everlast sign there, the other sign they haven't even got it. And so I would say that these could be improved. I know that recently they've done an update to these and they look a little bit better, but I was looking for a little bit more style in the actual upper part to match the actual excellent sole that they've got at the bottom. Again, these are a 4-star rated Fit2Box boot. I really like them, and as you can see from them, I have used them a tremendous amount, and I also had a black pair, and I've wore them and wore them and wore them. So if you're looking for a really sort of durable boot, then you won't go far wrong when it comes to the Everlast Elite. Let's go on to joint number 3, and this boot is another boot from Adams Boxing, and it is their O boot. Now their O boot is very much a ring boot, okay, so it's not for sort of outdoor. I would say you probably have this sort of boot just for your fights. It's got those very distinctive flaps, okay, very reminiscent of like the Under Armour and the Mizuno boots, but these are at a fraction of the cost of those boots. They come in some great colourways. You've got a really sort of classic sole on the bottom, and if you're looking for that look but can't sort of stretch to the hundreds and hundreds of pounds of, say, a Mizuno, then Adams Boxing have really got you covered when it comes to these boots. Just go a little bit close so you can see that mesh. Very lightweight, very stylish, not for everyone, but a really class boot, and I've gotten with them 4 Fit2Box stars as well for them, and they in joint 3rd position with Minotaur Boxing. And Minotaur Boxing, this is where I start to cater for all, really, because you have got those people that really love the old leather, old school boxing boots, and that is where these are. So as I bring that round, you can see you've got that very lightweight sole, you've got the leather upper, and these super light and super comfortable. As long as you're using them just for the ring, these will last a long time as well, and the more that you wear them, the more comfortable they get. So if you're into your old school boxing equipment, then Minotaur Boxing has got you covered when it comes to their boxing boots. So let's go on to joint number 2. Joint number 2 is the Nike Hyper KO 2.0. They came out with the original colours, blue, red, there was also like a navy with almost like a yellowy green tick, and then the other one to that they brought out grey, and then since then there's been a couple of special editions, of which this one is a special edition boot, and then recently they are bringing out even more colourways to this boot. Now I love the styling. When the boot first came out, it was really split. People loved the old Hyper KO originals so much that when these came out, for some they were too radical. I straight away, being an in-your-face type of guy, I straight away nailed my colours to the mast and say I love what these look like, and I haven't changed my opinion. In fact, the more colours that they come out with, the more I like these boots. The sole is very durable. The style on them I think is absolutely gorgeous. They're a little bit heavy in comparison to some boots, but I really love what they've done. If I was to say an improvement, these here, you have to be very careful with these when you are putting them on and taking them off, because I've seen viewers, and even on these boots, they went there and had to have them repaired at a cobbler's, at a shoe shop. Okay, so you have to be very careful that you don't snap these on both sides, because that is definitely, when it comes to durability, that is definitely a part of these boots that could fail. I am really careful with them, and because I'm really careful with them, mine have been okay. If you're rough with them or you're trying to get them off and you haven't fully unlaced them, you'll find that you may snap one of these, and that would be a travesty, because these are not a cheap boot. Now, when it comes to the comfort I found at first was a little, across the toe box, was a little bit uncomfortable. I don't think that they're as comfortable as the original Hyper KOs, but I do really love these boots, and many times I am finding that I am reaching for these boots when I'm going to the boxing gym. And I'll just bring that round as well. You see that cage that it's got there, and beautiful colours. One of my favourite colourways for some boots here. These are joint number 2, and they are joint number 2 with these boots, which are the Adidas Speedex Ultra. Okay, and it's great to see both Adidas and Nike up there in boxing boots. You've got that very distinctive heel there. They are very lightweight. I actually would have liked it better if the Adidas sign was there. I think it looks a very sort of bland boot from that point of view. I really do think that it's one of those boots where the logo of Adidas adds so much to it. There's the front of it. And again, I rated this very highly. Both these and the Nike Hyper KO 2.0 I rated as 5-star Fit2Box boots. Really, really nice. And I rated both of those equal. Then let's come on to contender number 1. And contender number 1 is another pair of boots from Adams Boxing. This is the former champion, the former Fit2Box champion, and that is the Adams Boxing VTrain 2.0. And these are a step up from those first boots that I did review, the black ones. You've got a Velcro across the toe. You've also got another piece of Velcro that goes just at the front, at the bottom of the ankle there. Bring it round, really lightweight, and again with that very distinctive, big, chunky sole. Very, very durable. You can use these outside and inside. The only downside I would say to these boots for me is the fact that it does take a while to put them on, and it does take a while to take them off. So if I am ever in a rush, I don't reach for these. I only reach for these when I've got time to unlace them properly and to lace them up properly. But when they're on, super comfortable, literally like you're wearing training shoes in terms of comfort, and you can use them in the ring, and you can also use them outside if you was going to be out on concrete, and it wouldn't affect that very lightweight sole. Again, there's some special editions that they do and some great colourways, and what I really like with Adams Boxing is they just seem to be bringing out more and more special editions and sort of link-ups with various different people and organisations like the WBC, whereby they can really do almost like a custom version of the boots that they're bringing out. So, contender number 1, Adams Boxing VTrain 2.0. And then it comes to a new entry, and straight in, as soon as these were launched, they went straight in as my champion, and they are a new Fit2Box Boots champion from Fly, the Fly Storm. Beautiful in design, really love the little design cues on these, and these have also come out at a time when the original Nike Hyper KOs were sort of being discontinued. These coming out, I think, as like a stylish update on those boots, and as you know, I love those boots. I know that recently some of the Nike Hyper KO originals have had some restocks, which is great news, and I think that they might have some drops each year going forward. They are that popular. But these were bought out, and I think they look absolutely stunning. They first came out in the all black and also the blue, red and the white, and then recently they've brought out an all white, which is a stunning colourway, and also the black and the gold, again stunning colourway, and these are lightweight and that durable sole on them as well. Really, really comfortable, and I love to use these. I really do. I think that they have come out with a superb boot. These are 5 Fit2Box stars. These are my new Boots champion. As I say, you can keep up to date with this list on my website, fit2boxchannel.com, where you can see where I rank and rate all of the boots. Of course, it's not just 1 to 5, it goes further. All the boots that I've ever reviewed and ranked are on there, and you can see exactly what position I put them in. As of today, the Fly Storm is my champion, the Fit2Box Boots champion of 2023. Absolutely love these boots, and the fact that they're bringing out new colourways just makes me like them even more. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit2Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.